I spent my 20s chasing a version of success that wasn't mine. I lived in my car, I went broke, and I got fired from a job that I gave 7 years of my life to. I call that my first act. The period of education through failure. Now, I've come out the other side with 5 lessons that changed everything. If you're in your 30s and you feel like you're just spinning your wheels, this one's for you. Lesson 1. The rat race is a lie. I worked my tits off for 7 years, climbing from the bottom to the very top. And as soon as I got there, I was fired. All that energy, all that loyalty, gone in an afternoon. I realised I was chasing something I never even wanted because I was told that's just life. But look at self-made men. They don't just grind in crappy day jobs forever. They have a vision. They take risks. They pursue a passion. If you don't have a vision, you're just making someone else's dream come true. Stop grinding and start building. Lesson 2. Your relationship is your engine. Your relationship is either your greatest asset or your greatest weakness. I stayed in a 4-year relationship for way too long because it was easy. We weren't talking, we weren't having sex. I went silent when I was pissed. She stayed quiet about her own battles and it became toxic. Falling in love is easy. Staying in love is hard work. If you can't handle your partner at their absolute worst, you're in the wrong seat. I'm lucky. At my lowest point, living in my car, broke, I found someone who accepted me at my most vulnerable. Now she's my priority. If your relationship isn't right, everything else will eventually fail. Lesson 3. Stop saving, start investing. Don't just save money. My parents told me to save for years and I never listened. I rebelled. I decided to spend money instead. That's not right either. And they were wrong. Saving just keeps you trapped in a slightly nicer version in the same loop. We're addicted to looking rich while actually being skinned. People see you in your flashy car and they don't think, I want to be him. They actually think, what a twat. I'm in an IVA, a 5-year financial prison, because I didn't learn this sooner. I'm not saving for a pension at 70. I'm investing in skills, health, and freedom today. Don't chase the status. Chase the exit. Lesson 4. Fitness is your motivation. Fitness is the key to surviving the hard times. When I was broke and borderline bankrupt, my physical discipline kept me sane. Being in good physical shape and living in your car was enough motivation to keep me sane and to keep me going. But here's the reality for us guys in our 30s. The teenage six-pack vibe, that's over. Your priorities shift. You aren't training for vanity, you're training for longevity. And don't believe the TikTokers who tell you to live in the gym. Real life has shift work, kids, and partners. Control what you can, control what you can. I did 9 weeks of carnivore and lost 10 kilos without counting a single calorie. I do 72-hour fasts to prove I have more willpower than 99% of the population. Start small, 1% improvements. Create a system that works for your real life, not a YouTuber's life. Lesson 5. Prioritize the right things. Get your priorities straight. If your relationship with your partner is right, everything else falls into place. Don't set goals that are so big they crush you. Set realistic targets, create a system to follow, and show up for the people who show up for you. Your first act was education. Your second act is the rebuild. Let's get on with it. I'm documenting every step of this rebuild, the raw, unscripted truth. If this has resonated, join the second act by subscribing and checking out the Substack for the full breakdown on my tactical blueprints. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.